Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Chase. So still recovering a bit. You may hear it in my voice, but all good. We're going to get right into the alpha, right off the bat, all right? A lot of people ask me, how do you identify liquidity? Because that's what we're going to talk about today for the FOMC, high impact news event. Where are we looking to short? Where are we looking to long? All right, how would I identify liquidity? I'm on the daily chart. And I say, oh, well, okay, this is too high, right? I just don't think the market's getting here right now, so we look lower. As we look lower, what I see next is I see, well, liquidity already taken here. So this is too high. Liquidity's already been taken here. So now we got to look lower. What's next? What's next to me? Here. I see a high here, and I see a high here, and I see a high here. 3 highs that are untapped, right? So liquidity above here, stops above here. This also could be some here, but you know, when it comes to FOMC, we're looking to play the extremes of the market. So I view this as one extreme of the market. Where's the downside liquidity? That one's way easier. You just mark out this latest low right here. Okay? So this is how I see it. I'm looking to either play short from here down to this liquidity or play from this liquidity up to here. I think that we'll see some type of reversal before we see the continuation to where I believe we're eventually going, which is below this liquidity here. But I don't think we're ready to make that move just yet. I think we're not ready to make that move just yet because of how much consolidation and chop we're seeing in here. So we're seeing all these tight body candles. You know, we're seeing a buildup of liquidity here. There's going to be stops here. There's going to be stops here. There's going to be stops here. There's all stops in here, and there's stops below here. So there's stops on both sides here. We're going to have a high impact news event, FOMC. That is an opportunity to get a sweep and go to the other side liquidity. Get a sweep, go to the other side liquidity. If we want even more confluence, we can see, even though I think this support level is eventually going to be broken, but we can see just simple SR here, right? Resistance, resistance pushes through. So simple SR there on this side, confluent with the liquidity. And then on this side, we can also just mark this out as a resistance level. I would mark it out like that on the daily. If I go down to the 4-hour, I could say, okay, the low before the breakdown, the high here, something of that nature, right? And then if you extend it out, you could see, okay, consolidation all in here before the major move down. Major move down begins here. Now you have liquidity here, here. You push up into the liquidity, into resistance, untapped resistance, right? So this is untapped, untested. First test of this is a high confidence, high probability trade, in my opinion. First test. So I'm looking to short this area here above this liquidity, play it back to this side, as I've said a couple times now, or looking to play this side and play it back to here, in which I probably look to get short and play it to here. Okay? Those are plans for Bitcoin. Keeping it simple, keeping it quick, because I'm still a little shot voice-wise. Hurts my throat to do this a lot. Sip of water. All right. And yeah, I mean, that's your alpha right there. You know, people always ask me, well, how do you identify liquidity? Like I said, you know, this is too high, right? This is too high. This liquidity is already taken. So when the liquidity is taken, a resistance develops before the move down. And then the next liquidity level we would have is either here or here. So if the market's super reserved, maybe we only get into here, but I'm playing the extremes of the market. I have liquidity as here and liquidity down here. Okay, and that's how you find it. Moving towards ETH. So ETH, I don't really see too much liquidity here besides up here, which I think the market's way too weak to get to, and down here. Okay, so those are my liquidity levels. I believe that this is next. How do we get there? If Bitcoin does do that move up, I could see ETH moving up towards this sort of daily SR in here. I would look for ETH to go right about to 1810-ish or so, and then down into the liquidity right there. That's my simple plan for ETH. Outside of that, a long position for ETH is tough because it's so weak, to be honest. It's so weak that it's tough for me to consider a long position. Let's delete this as well because I don't think we need it. I do think if we were to get a long, it would look a little something like this. A sweep, a secondary sweep, and then rally up into this SR level, fair value gap, however you want to label this out, just obvious daily SR there, gap in here. Okay, I would play it back to 17. We play the sweep here, right? So one test, sweep it again. That's the entry, and we're playing it towards this high right here, which 1778 is TP1, and 1800 is TP2, 1810 is TP3, all in there, right? I'm sure if we go down, we could see even more. Yeah, you could see sort of like you can see support here before this major move down. So we would think if there was buyers in here, right? So they're buying, and then we just dump right through. You think that these buyers want to get out at break even if they get a chance. So that's why we would be closing our long here, because these people who bought will be looking to sell as well, adding to the sell pressure. Everyone will be looking to get out. We would be TPing this, like I said, high 1700s, low 1800s. Okay, so that is the Ethereum plan. We look for the short. We look for the short in here, or we look for the double sweep in there and play it back to the SR. Okay, either way it comes to us. I wouldn't be doubling up on all these positions, right? So if you get the if you get the BTC short, I don't think it's necessary to double up and also take this one. If you want, what you can do is you can 50-50 it. So you can do half your position size here, and you can do half your position size here in case one of them plays cleaner than the other one. That's perfectly fine. But I wouldn't be doubling up your risk for no reason, especially on FOMC day. It doesn't really make any sense. Okay, so we covered long and short scenarios for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. If we looked at ES, just clear it off real quick. It's just the moon mission so far. Well, you can watch a reversal off of this liquidity here. Otherwise, to me, it looks like we're going towards the 50 to the 40, 45, 52 next, somewhere in and around here. I would say that my focus is not necessarily on high time frame ES at the moment. I think that you don't really want to fade this, and at the same time, it's tough to long it, because seeing it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green weeks in a row. So it's tough to long, and it's also tough to short. When it comes to ES, I'm more of an intraday trader, more concerned about what's going on the intraday. But I would say, just if I was going with gut feel, we're eventually going to top out in here somewhere, pull back towards, pull back into here, let's say, like right into 43, and then work back from there. This liquidity here, like that, and then probably some choppiness from there, something along those lines. That's a high time frame view for ES. If you're looking for short term intraday stuff on ES, look at gift from me to you, a trading setup, videos like that. That's going to help you with intraday ES stuff. Okay, so covered ES, covered BTC, covered ETH. I think plans are set, plans are clean. Just gotta hope for volatility. I mean, these markets are not volatile lately, quite boring. You gotta stay positive and continue to believe that there will be opportunity. Otherwise, you lull yourself to sleep essentially, and you're not paying attention when the move does come to capitalize on. So that's one thing about it is keeping a positive mindset about what potential trades could be coming. Because if you just disassociate yourself with the market, then when a move does eventually come, obviously you're not going to be there for it. Now I'm not saying get chopped up in here. I'm not saying that at all. Better off going towards ES and just playing ES on the 5 minute, finding some trades in here on volatility, right? That's fine. But if you're all I'm saying is you still keep an eye on the 4 hour, keep an eye on the daily when it comes to crypto, and you should be able to find something in here when major liquidity levels are taken. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for either major SR, we're looking for major liquidity. Again, we're looking for major liquidity into an SR level right here, and looking for liquidity on this side. So those are the type of things you want to look for when the market's slow. Keep an eye out for liquidity. Keep an eye out for high time frame SR, and find your reversals. And that should be, because I don't think that the market is ready to make its big move just yet. Like I said, just seeing this build up, but we'll see. And if it does, I am looking to long down into here as well. I'll probably layer bids between 23 flat and 23.6ish, 23.7ish, all in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 bids, something of that nature, and looking to play that back towards 25.2ish, sort of the top of that area right there. 25K or so. Okay. As always, thank you very much. Comments and like and retweet and all that stuff, very much appreciated. Shout out to Prime XBT for sponsoring these videos. Leave some comments and stuff. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. All right, we'll talk soon. See you guys later. Peace out.